Let's talk about body image and identity after cancer treatment. Going through a diagnosis of cancer and treatment, and even going on the other side of survivorship, can be quite a life-changing journey. So what are some of the issues that these people go through, or how our communities go through, and how can we be there for them? How can we support them and help their lives to be better and integrate them into the society, back into the society, that is. Hi guys, how are you? I trust you're doing well. One of the major issues that cancer survivors go through in terms of body image and identity is changes in physical appearance. As you all know, some of the side effects of cancer treatment could be hair loss, loss of some body parts, especially when it comes to mastectomy, that is removal of one of your breasts, or both mastectomy, that is removal of both breasts. So that means losing some of your body parts, and also weight changes in terms of someone could be actually slimmer and maybe get bigger with cancer treatment, or even weight loss, that is. So how do we handle these issues? And one of the ways, a solution that I've actually seen work in terms of helping with changes in physical appearance is prosthetics. They are actually sort of how do I call them? It's like a prosthetic that is basically shaped in the form of like a boob. So basically you're able to put it inside your bra, and basically if it's both sides, of course you can put them on both sides. If it's one breast, then you can put it on one breast. That means that you're able to actually live a normal life. The other thing is, of course, hair loss, and I've seen one of the major things that can actually help is maybe wearing weaves in the meantime as the hair grows. But the good thing is that I've actually seen survivors whose hair has actually grown back after cancer treatment. So good thing is that with hair loss, it actually comes back after you've stopped the treatment or finished your cycles, that is. But also in the meantime, as you're going through the treatment, you can also wear wigs, and there is actually companies that do support cancer survivors with wigs to be able to cover that part. So the second thing that is actually connected to the first point that I've talked about in terms of changes of appearance is loss of confidence and low self-esteem. And honestly, going through the journey of cancer diagnosis and treatment can change the way you view yourself, because in any case, some of the treatment will involve surgery, that I talked about, the mastectomy. So basically that means that you definitely have some sort of change in the way you view yourself, and your identity is affected in a way. So what is the solution that we can actually do to be able to support people who are going through changes in terms of identity and even loss of confidence? One of the things is, of course, through support groups, and I've seen support groups that actually do help cancer survivors to be able to reintegrate themselves back to their normal self. And one of the ways we can do this, of course, is through counseling. So in the support groups, there are counselors that have actually been sort of trained to be able to take through the survivors through the journey of reintegrating themselves into the back to their normal self. That is through issues to do with identity, how to deal with low self-esteem, and how to be able to view yourself as still someone who has purpose and is still needed in this society. Because beyond just the cancer diagnosis or the treatment that you went through, you're still someone who is very valuable in the society, as a mother, as someone maybe who is a doctor, or maybe someone who is a teacher somewhere. So as much as the journey might be hard, there's still a purpose that you can play once you've finished your treatment. And I've talked about companies that actually help with medical insurance. That means once you've actually finished your treatment, you can still go back to your work and be able to advance your purpose or even your career. Another thing I would like to highlight in terms of body image identity issues when it comes to cancer survivorship is challenges in intimacy and sexuality. And of course, this is due to some of the changes that happened during treatment of mostly cervical cancer patients. But that's not to say that there is no solution in it. I've actually seen people who have gone through the journey of cervical cancer treatment, and on the other side of now, the journey for now reintegrating yourself to the society, or even back to your normal relationships, it means that there needs to be open communication with your partner. That can help a lot to be able to understand what are some of the changes that have happened and how can we take the next step in terms of supporting ourselves as partners. And of course, the other thing is there are dilators that have actually been proven to help with issues of intimacy after cervical cancer treatment as well. So lastly, I would like to talk about fear of judgment and also stigma that comes with cancer survivors reintegrating themselves back into society mostly. As you all know, there's low awareness in terms of cancer, basically what is cancer and the journey of treatment and how we can handle it, especially in the low middle income countries, and Kenya is one of them. So basically, what we can do as a society is something that I actually highlighted earlier in terms of support groups, talking about what the journey looks like and how can we actually support them in terms of reintegrating them into the society. And this happens when there is a community that first of all understands how this journey is, how they've actually managed it, and talking about it openly. And I've seen survivor groups that have actually been able to come out with their, the stories about how their journey has been, what has worked for them, and how they're actually helping other people to be able to go through the journey. So I know there is fear, there is a stigma and a lot of judgment, but with having the support groups and having champions who talk about their journey can actually help to be able to support the cancer survivors to reintegrate themselves into the society, because honestly we still need them. And the fact that they've been able to go through the journey and come out on the other side, it's actually something to celebrate. And we need enough people to actually talk about what is cancer, how does the journey of treatment look like, and how have they actually been able to survive it and go to the other side of cure. Thank you so much, guys, for listening in. And if you're a cancer survivor out there, we love you guys, we honor your journey, and the fact that you're actually going through this journey, we actually salute you guys, and we know that you're going to come out of the other side well, and you're going to be a champion to be able to help other communities. But if you need a community, we could actually have our own community as Binti Afya people. So comment down below where you're watching from, and let's see how we can actually come up with our own community of cancer survivors or people who are actually interested in talking about their journey of cancer treatment or lived experiences. So thank you so much, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe and share with your friends. Bye.